master the listings game. Okay. You got to master the listings game. You know, you guys know I wrote the book Success with Listings. Okay. And every single one of you, you're in success coaching, you get this book for free. All you got to do is download it. Okay. Go to unit number 2. Artemis put it there. It's called Success with Listings. Why do a lot of agents not want to jump into this? A national bestseller. You know, a lot of people have told me it's the best guide that they've ever, it's their Bible. Okay. But why? Because it's 430 pages. Welcome to the Success with Listings podcast, where we help you get success in the real estate game the easy way. Now you can get off the roller coaster of feast and famine and out of the rat race of competing with every other agent in town. Hi, I'm Knolly Williams. I took over 1,000 listings during my first 10 years in the real estate game, and in this podcast, I show you how to have success with listings. Let's go. This is the debut Knolly Success Coaching. This is something that, you know, the Holy Spirit put on my heart. And I still remember I was in the car and we were actually parked, and I called Artemis. I said, man, I feel like I'm getting tugged to make this thing free, because originally I was going to launch this thing for $397 a month. Okay, $400 a month. And I think it had been an exceptional value compared to everything else out there that I've seen. But it's always my endeavor to bring you guys stuff that for free, that's better than anything out there that you could even pay for. It's always been, and Artemis, I know it's his heart too. We're big givers. God has blessed us richly over the years, and we want to pay it forward, pay it back. And when COVID-19 hit, it really was the perfect excuse for us to just say, you know what, let's do this. And we're still feeling our way around. Like, a lot of this really doesn't make any sense. It's like, well, why, you know, but we're just being obedient. That's what we're doing. We're being obedient to the call that God has placed on our life to help you guys, to help you. And we're all helping each other. It's not just us helping you, we're helping each other. So a couple of things I wanted to mention real quick. What you're getting, just so you got, because this is the inaugural one, you're going to get a weekly Zoom call just like this. Now, I say weekly. Weekly is a relative term. We'll probably do this 3 to 4 times a month. Okay, but we'll announce it in the group to let you know when they're going to be. We're going to try to do them weekly, but again, it's not going to be it's not going to be like Christmas week or whatever. You know, we go on vacations and stuff. So, but we'll do these as often as we can. Each call is recorded and archived. I am recording right now. I can see that. So the calls are recorded so that you'll have the library of calls. An accountability partner. Artemis did a phenomenal job of laying out the accountability partner program within Mentorship Masters, because you need accountability. You cannot, nobody succeeds alone. You cannot succeed alone. So that's all part of this. And there's a bunch of other stuff, freebies that you get as, you know, being part of this. We're going to be using Zoom, just so you guys know that this is what this is where we're going to meet. We have a Zoom room that can hold a lot of people, but as our group grows, and by the way, share Knolly Success Coaching with the people that, you know, let's not look at real estate as this thing that we have to hoard and that we can't share with other people. You know, we want to share with them as well, other real estate agents, so they can be successful. The last thing I wanted to mention in housekeeping, before I turn it over to Artemis to make a few announcements, if he has any, is that we're going to try to keep this very, very simple. Okay, I call it the KISS method. Some people say keep it simple, stupid. I don't like that. I say keep it simple, sweetheart, or keep it super simple. So our methodology is that when we come to you every single week, we're going to try to disseminate it down into an actionable item that's just, you know, maybe a couple of items that you can take action on, so that you're not overwhelmed. Because I know many of you, I've heard the comments, Artemis has heard them too, that many of you guys are in overwhelm, and that's not where we play. Okay, we don't play in the land of overwhelm. Okay, we want you to have ease and make your journey very prosperous and easy to do. So with that, Artemis, any words of wisdom, brother?
Yes, sir. So happy to be here. I'm so honored to be all you guys' coach and mentor. I am your coach. I'm not always here to be your friend. So I will invite you all to stretch and to play 125% in your business and your life. And this is all for you. Like, Knolly and I created this all for you. Definitely take notes while Knolly is teaching. We move fast, but we're also moving at the quantum level too. And then for when I share my presentation, don't take notes. It's going to be interactive. I'm going to have you using your language, your words. I want you chatting and engaging with me too. Don't take any notes during my presentation. And so let's begin, Knolly.
Sorry, I'm just putting a chat in. I see people chatting, boy. I like chat. In fact, I might have to close my chat box for now because that's a distraction for me. You guys know, Artemis, you know how distracted I get. So I have to, that's one of the reasons why I stopped watching the news about 14 years ago. I haven't watched a single newscast, and that's probably not a good thing, but I haven't watched a single newscast since COVID-19 came out. In fact, I haven't watched one in 14 years. Why? Because a lot of that stuff is brainwashing. Okay, that's what media is. Just to be. I read Tim Ferriss's book, The 4-Hour Work Week, and Artemis has a whole new level of going extreme with your what digital sanitizing? What do you call that, Artemis?
Digital hygiene, baby.
Digital hygiene, baby. So anyway, okay. So let me share my screen. And this is what I want to present to you guys today. I want to talk to you, and let me move some of these things. Sorry, I got stuff everywhere, guys. Hey, what do you see? Do you see this video opening up, guys?
Yes, we do see the video.
Let me turn that off. Let me move this. Okay, here's what I want to present. And let me go into share mode. No, let me not. All right. So I want to talk about 5 actions to take right now to guarantee, let me move this out of the way, your success in the upcoming down economy. Okay. Now, by the way, I used to use the word down market, but I don't use the word down market anymore. I say down economy. By the way, is my music too loud, Artemis? Can you hear that music in the background?
No.
Okay, good. I got some Baroque music playing in the background just a little bit. So what are the top 5 actions? And I'm going to actually kind of rattle through these. I did a presentation yesterday where I went through these a bit slower than I'm going to do them now. But to kind of unpack it more, we can unpack it through the rest of this. But I want you guys to understand some big picture concepts here. Okay, what you have to understand is on the backside of COVID-19, there's going to be a huge, absolutely big, phenomenally big opportunity for listings. Why? Because a lot of people are going to be moving around. I call it a shuffling of the deck. It's almost going to be like musical chairs. People are going to be moving around. They're going to be shuffling the deck, and they're going to be thinking, hey, what do I need to be doing right now to cut my expenses? And one of the biggest things that they can do to cut their expenses, okay, is going to be to downsize. Okay, so let's look at these. Number 1, I want you to shift your mindset. Okay, Artemis is going to really bring a lot of the training on this later on. But one of the books that my coach Artemis turned me on to is called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. I think I have my copy here. Right here it is, right here. The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. This is one of the most powerful books that has helped me to absolutely change my mindset. And it's also available on Audible, okay? And oftentimes when I ask people, what percentage, and I want to ask you guys right now, what percentage of your success do you believe is mindset? Okay, throw it in the chat for me. Throw it there in the chat. Let me see. What percentage of your success do you believe is mindset? Okay, somebody says 100. Somebody says 90%. Okay, Carissa says 90%. Gabriel is, I think Gabriel was 90. Sham is 100. 75, 90%, 80%. Okay, so and here's the thing, guys. And some people say 50. Melissa says 50% mindset, 50% action. I like that, Melissa, but we're going to shift that for you during the duration of the time that we're having our coaching time together. Because action, and action is super important. Action I put right next to mindset on my 8 wheel. But it's actually not quite 50-50. We'll learn that later. Don't worry about that. We'll learn that later. But I'm happy to see you guys. Most people say it's going to be anywhere from 80, 90 to 100%. So the number one thing that we need to do right now is shift the way we think. In fact, I got to tell you guys, if your mindset had already shifted, those of you that got caught with your pants down, now not everybody did, but I've already talked to quite a few of you, and you've told me things like, Knolly, man, I only have 2 weeks of savings. I've only got a month of savings. I can't make it through 3 weeks. I can't make my mortgage payment. I can't make my rent this month. I've heard you guys saying those kinds of things in the chats that we've been having. Okay. So what you're going to want to do, and I'm talking about the backside of this. I'm not talking about what to do right now to go get a loan to pay your, to buy groceries. I'm talking about, let's do some big things right now while we're, in quarantine. Let's make some big decisions, some big moves to do some big things so that on the backside of COVID-19, we all can come out very profitable. Because make no mistake about it. Let me say this. Make no mistake about it. On the second half of 2020, if you play your cards right, okay, you might have your pants down right now. That's okay. But on the second half of 2020, you could make as much as the full year 2020 or double. Okay, because this market that COVID-19 is throwing us is going to be one of the most phenomenal markets for listings that I've ever seen. Okay, just watch what happens. Now, so number one is to shift your mindset. Okay, now let's go to number two. Focus on the needs of your clients. Okay, number two is to focus on the needs of your clients. Now, what does that mean? The needs of your clients. Just look at this. The needs of your clients, guys, is going to be to right size. Okay. The guy that has the $800,000 house is going to need to go over to the 500,000. And the one with the 500 is going to need to go over to the 300. Okay. Now, right now, what do your clients need more than anything else? Right now, like right now today. Let me hear that. What do they need? Somebody says, Yenny says, yeah, I hope so. I hope this will be a better market. I'm going to show you why that's going to be in a minute. What do your clients need? Confidence, someone to be there for them, knowledge, reassurance, assistance, encouragement, cash. I like that one. Moral support, be healthy and encouraged. Yeah. Optimism, reassurance. Yeah, I like those. You guys have some great answers. What your clients need more than anything else. What your clients need more than anything else, guys, is they need to hear from you. Let me say it again. Your clients need to hear from you. Okay. Don't be hiding, guys. You're a leader. You want to get out and get up in front, stand up, be recognized, and you want to be that realtor that called them in the middle of COVID-19. They'll remember that for the rest of their life. I got to tell you, Elizabeth Riley, I was just had a call with her last week. She just picked up the phone, started calling her clients just to see how they're doing. Are you okay? Do you need anything? One of her clients told her, she said, you know what I need? I need to sell my house. Elizabeth said, okay, we're going to get your house sold. But here's the thing, we might have to wait. This lady has a $2 million home, and she recognizes, like a whole wave of people are going to be doing, they're going to be recognizing that they need to liquidate. They need to move on. Now, what's number three? Master the listings game. Okay. You got to master the listings game. You guys know I wrote the book Success with Listings. Okay. And every single one of you, you're in success coaching, you get this book for free. All you got to do is download it. Okay. Go to unit number 2. Artemis put it there. It's called Success with Listings. Why do a lot of agents not want to jump into this? A national bestseller. A lot of people have told me it's the best guide that they've ever, it's their Bible. Okay. But why? Because it's 430 pages. And, Artemis was like, man, I realize I'm dealing with real estate agents. I know a lot of you guys don't like to read. I read, 2 to 3, 1 or 2 books a week. Okay. You guys that have watched me know I love to read. I'm a voracious reader, but I wrote this as a reference manual. So for right now, only read chapters 1 through 10, right? You got a little quarantine time. Go ahead and read chapters 1 through 10 of Success with Listings. Okay. Make sure you do that. Very, very important. Now, the number 4 that I want to talk about is you got to pick, and the reason why I'm telling you number 3, guys, is because the listings game is about to get real nice for the ones that master the game, that are in business. Okay. And by the way, in the short sale days, remember those of us that cared to learn short sales. Okay, I mean, I've never had a year where I made more money than the years during short sales. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had 126 listings at one time? At one time. I did. They're called short sales. Okay. Now, the new market is not going to be throwing us a bunch of short sales, guys. That's good news because most people have equity, but they still need to sell. Okay. Number 4, pick and master a listing niche. You got to do this. Okay. And people ask me, Knolly, what are the niches, man? What do I focus on? What do I get out with? Well, let me give you the top 5 right now. I'm going to share those with you. Number 1 is going to be pre-NODs. Okay. Now we're going to go kind of fast on this one, guys, because why? Because we're actually going to be unpacking this in our future calls together. Okay. You might not even know what NODs are. Don't worry about it. I'm going to unpack all this when we have future calls together. Artemis and I have already charted out the next 12 calls with you guys, the next 12 Zoom calls. And we're actually going to unpack every single one of these niches so that you know what it is and how to get involved. Pre-NODs means pre-notice of defaults. Okay. Now, 1 month ago, one of my colleagues, Christoph, pointed out that in Tampa, the notice of defaults was up 400%. Okay. This is before COVID-19 really came on strong. 400%, the increase in foreclosures. In other words, when somebody misses 1 or 2 payments, they get a notice of default, okay, letter. And as soon as those notice of defaults hit, you know, wouldn't you like to be the one to get notified so that you can potentially pick up that as a client of listing? That's going to be a hot niche, okay? The second is going to be old expireds. Guys, I got to tell you, old expireds is going to be huge. That's people that try to list their home in 2016, 2017, 2018, even in 2019. Those old expireds are going to be thinking now, hey, it's really going to be a time. Because here's the thing. We never had a bubble in this market. So we're not going to see a huge dip in pricing of homes. There might be a slight dip, but it's not going to be a huge dip in pricing, guys. Okay, that's not what this recession is going to be about. Okay, it's going to be a whole different thing. I mean, you got people out of jobs, out of work. You got half the country shut down. That's what this recession is about. So old expired is going to be the second one. 3 is going to be your sphere of influence. Okay, contacting them and letting them know, hey, you think you got that $800,000 house? And I've got a list right now of 862 homes that are priced around 400 to 450,000. Now I know, you know, Gene, I know, Carolyn, I know, Samantha, whoever you're calling, I know that you love your $800,000 house, but have you ever thought about downsizing to a house at 450,000? I've got a whole list of them, and we can start going to see them next week or tomorrow, or whenever the time is right. Now remember, these are activities that you're going to start doing, you know, when the time is right. You can't get out there. Some of you guys can't get out there and do it now, but I'm preparing you. You're going to want to go watch this video a couple times so that you're prepared and so that you have an amazing 2020. Okay. Now, number 4 is going to be probate. That's a niche that you should really understand and know. And number 5, divorce. Okay. Divorce. Yes, you're going to see, you know, people are in close quarters for the next 6 weeks. Okay. And some people that were on the fence that were about to get divorced or thinking about divorce, they've been thinking about divorcing for years. They're going to go ahead and start making some decisions, right? Because this COVID-19 is causing us to question every decision that we've made in life. Did I go to the right school? Did I marry the right person? I mean, people are making some big question marks in their thought patterns right now. Okay. So these are the 5 niches that I see coming up, and I'm going to give you 2 bonus niches. Okay, 2 bonus. I'm going to over deliver for you. The 6, number 6. Now these are all 5 are seller related, but I'm going to give you a 6th and 7th one that are buyer related. Number 6, you're going to see a boon in new home construction over the next 18. Once COVID-19, my prediction is around early July, we'll kind of have a lot of this behind us. The sun will shine again on us. I know that's a long way away, but that's kind of what I see. In the aftermath of this, for the next 18 months after that, you're going to see a boom in new home construction, what we call the new affordable housing. will emerge. Okay. And those are going to be $300,000-$400,000 houses, right? But they're affordable homes. So people are actually going to be downsizing into a home that they can afford. I've got a friend of mine that just listed a $4 million house last week. $4 million. And the guy put in $350,000 in landscaping just a couple months ago before COVID-19 hit. You think he would be putting in $350,000 in landscaping today? No, he would not. So there's going to be a boon in that. And then the seventh one is going to be renters going into home ownership. Okay. Renters going into home ownership, because trust me, even though there's a moratorium against foreclosures, and so the homeowners are not going to get stuck as bad as they could have, okay, because they're not going to be able to be foreclosed on. There's going to be a lot of people that are renting right now that are going to be hurting, okay, and they're going to be thinking down the road, man, maybe I should own a house, okay. So those are the 7 niches, guys, that I see that you need to start focusing on. Now, here's the cool thing: you only need to focus on 1 or 2 of these. Okay, let me say it again. You only need to focus on 1 or 2 of these niches, okay? And number 5, this is so important, is to do the 2, okay? One of the big reasons why a lot of us are in this situation now, if you don't have any money in the bank, is because you didn't do the 2. You didn't do what Uncle Knolly told you to do. And I've been teaching this for years, okay? But what is the 2, okay? Lead generate 2 hours a day, 4 days a week. You got to do it, guys. I have a coaching client that I've been coaching for the last year, and he just made a commitment last week to do the 2. Okay. I've got another client that I coach that made the commitment right when I started coaching her, and she works 4 hours a day. Last year, she made $90,000. Okay. This year, she's on track to make $150,000 working 4 hours a day, guys. She's got money put away. She's got money put away for times like this. Okay. And so, not getting after you guys, but I'm telling you, even now, you've got to do the 2 every single day from 9 to 11. You should be doing lead generation. I call it a 2x4, Monday through Thursday, doing your lead generation every single day. Well, Knolly, what should I do right now? I'm on quarantine. You should be picking up the phone, going through your data. You should, number 1, be cleaning up your database. Artemis is working on his. He's doing a diligent job, great job doing it. He's got over 2,000 contacts on his phone. He's going through every single one and classifying them. Remember, you've got A contacts, B contacts, C contacts, and D contacts. D stands for delete. Okay. So go through, clean up your database, contact your people. 9 to 11. That's what you should be doing during this time. And after this, don't worry. We'll teach you exactly what to do during your lead generation time and exactly what to say during your lead generation time. Guys, we're here for you. Again, anybody that you know that needs the success coaching that we provide, it's right here for them, knolly.com. They can go, they can sign up for the free success coaching that we offer. Hey, that's my part in this, guys. I want to turn it over to my man, Artemis. I see the chat box is blowing up. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Artemis, good. Artemis is taking notes for me. I appreciate that. So hey, I love you guys. We're here for your success, and make sure that you go back and practice these 5 things, okay, over the next 6 weeks or the next 4 weeks, however long we're cuddled up, okay, and huddled together for the next 5-6 weeks. This is the stuff that Uncle Knolly and Artemis Prime are challenging you. I like that word. We're challenging you to do.
Well, thanks so much for tuning into this episode of the Success with Listings podcast. If you are serious about taking your real estate career to the highest heights, making more money and helping more clients while working less hours and spending more time with your family, be sure to get your copy of my free book, Triple My Listing, absolutely free at successwithlistings.com. Now, you want to be sure that you subscribe to the podcast and check out successwithlistings.com to get your copy of my free book. Hey, I'll see you on the next one.